Over 500 earthquakes have struck Santorini in just a few days. At this point, most of them are small, but they are intensifying. So far, the largest quake, a magnitude 5, has triggered small rock slides, school closures, and some island evacuations with people fearing the worst. This kind of seismic activity, hundreds of smaller earthquakes, is called an earthquake swarm. So what's causing it, and what happens next? Here's what we do know. The island of Santorini is actually an exposed section of an underwater volcano. It's part of a chain of volcanoes in the area, but scientists do not think this swarm is pointing to a volcanic eruption. The Santorini caldera, as it's called, is active. It last erupted in 1950, and past eruptions are what actually inspired the legend of the lost city of Atlantis. But I took a look at the raw seismic data, and the quakes seem to be connected to an underwater fault line rather than magma movement. The volcanic arc exists because about 250 kilometers to the south, one massive chunk of Earth is moving under another massive chunk of Earth, and that's causing magma to reach the surface in the form of volcanoes and creating local fault lines, underground points of tension, one of which does seem to be the culprit for these hundreds of tremors. So is this swarm a sign of a bigger quake to come? It could be. Other parts of the world get earthquake swarms, like here in BC. It's a sign that there's major tension underground. And when we get the big one, it will be during one of these swarms. So a larger release of tension on that Santorini fault line could happen. And since it's underwater, a tsunami would be a big concern. But the mechanics in Greece are not quite the same as in BC. We've never seen this here before, and there is never certainty when it comes to predicting large earthquakes. In the meantime, with every new earthquake, scientists are getting more clues about what exactly is happening down below.